Hey guys, my name is Words. I want you to know there is nothing worse than finding a blueprint for the crystallization catalyst and then you don't have any materials to actually research it. So today I'm gonna show you how to get all your mats ready. Whenever you find a catalyst blueprint, then you can just go ahead and research it. That way you always have it available, because with the blueprint catalyst, this is what's going to allow you to have your descendant as strong as possible and your weapon as strong as possible. So it is very important to do so. And you can incorporate this in your routine every day to do those things that I'm about to show you. And then you will never run out of materials to actually research your catalyst. In any case, first thing first, we're going to go to the access info. And I'm going to show you the best way to do this, and then just come here and click on this and you can see all the materials that you are going to need, and then you can see what are you missing and which one you need to go after the most. So we're going to start with the first one, which is the Murky Energy Residue, and you can just click on it on the info and you see everywhere that you can go to actually get it, but I'm going to show you one of the easiest way to actually get this done. Just come to the search terminal. And then we're going to go to normal difficulty. This is the easiest way to do this. And then go to sterile land. And then we're going to go to the forgottens. So we're going to click on this mission. And then we're going to put it on private. Now your goal here in the beginning is to just clear out all the enemies and then just get to the terminal. So I'm going to speed up the video. That way I can show you what we're talking about. Once you get to this area right here, you kill the yellow bar, and then you can see that we got the materials that we needed for this. And once you pick up the materials, then all you gotta do is just go and abort the mission, just return to Albion, and then rinse, repeat, and you are good to go. Just keep doing that until you get all the mats that you need. Now our next material that we're gonna chase is going to be the mixed energy residue. Now I'm skipping this one because I want to make sure we do the one that look alike. That way, we don't get them confused. They do look the same, but they are different. It's different way to get them. So we are going to need Enzo for this, although it is not mandatory, it's not necessary, but Enzo is going to make things a lot easier for us in order for us to get this fastest. And as you can see, there are so many places that you can get this. And then there's some of them, as you can see, it does not require Enzo to do it. But the ones that say Descendant required Enzo are the ones that you are going to need Enzo for. So if you want to go with a different character that is not Enzo, that is fine. You can just go and try and look for them, especially if you already know where the vaults are, then you can do that. But I believe it is easier. It's always easier. Now for this video example, we are going to go on hard mode and do it with Enzo to show you how easy it is if you have an Enzo to do. And I always do it on hard mode because once you finish the campaign, you don't really have to go on normal that often. So hard mode is going to be where it's at because you're going to find a lot of the codes while you're playing on hard mode. So we're going to go to this one right here. I'm going to show you where we can farm this. So I'm going to go in this area right here. Here, I always find a vault there when I go there. So if you can unlock this waypoint here, it is going to be best for you. And I'm going to show you how to get to it. Now, as you can see on the map, it is not very far to actually get to here if you haven't unlocked this waypoint yet. You're coming from the outpost, which you should already unlock, and then just make your way there. You can put a waypoint on there while you fast travel to the outpost, and then it'll be easier for you to track it and go to it. And once you go there, the only thing you got to do, just drop down right here, and there's always this thing right here. So you always, 99% of the time when I come here, this guy is always here. So that's the reason why I showed this one. And then you just open it. And as you can see, because somebody else was already opening it, then I got it too. But I'm going to show you that if you don't find it here, the next place that you can go to find it is to go in here. It would spawn here or outside. So just two places that you can come and get it and then get your materials. Now, another area in Agnite Desert that you can go is going to be in a Vermilion Waste. And I'm going to show you where to find one. Now, in Vermilion Waste, if you check in this area right here next to this mission, the Rock Cave Base, and then you have a checkpoint here, and this is the outpost right here. So right here where you see the word Vermilion Waste, just around this area right here, there's always one that spawned here. So that means you can take your chance here, especially with the Enzo. Just press your button to actually hear the beep, and then you can just come to it. As you can see, this is where I am right now. It may not be here in the same exact location, but it will be around the area. Just press your button and see if it's there. If it's not there, just fast travel to another area and then just come back to it. Normally they respawn in those areas. So you can just come here if you have a regular code or whatever code it asks you to do. If you have the code, then you can just do the do. And then you'll get yourself the materials that you need. So those are two different locations that I show you in Agnite Desert that you can just come and get your materials here. Now for our next material, the Macromolecule Biogel, we are going to go to Echo Swamp. Now I know the information shows you a different location, but we're going to go to Muskeg on hard difficulty. That's where we're going to go. That's where we're going to find this material. Now in Echo Swamp, you can either come to this one, which is where we're going, or you can also come to this one. Either one will give you the material that you need. So we're going to go to this one. For this farm, I prefer to use Bunny or Valby. So all you got to do is just press the button and then you just put a waypoint there. And that way you can see when the timer comes and get Bunny ready to actually start moving. And you just work up to it and you can see that you have your biogel. So do that as much as possible. That way you can get as many as you want. And then that's it. Our next material is the Advanced Neural Circuit. And for this one, we are going to White Knight Gulch. Now, you can see there's a lot of area for you to get it in White Knight. But I'm going to show you the specific one that is the best way to do it there. Now, in White Knight Gulch, we're going to go to the mountaintops area. So in the mountaintops area, there's this mission here called the Borderline of Truth. This is where you got to go. This is the best area. So if you have this waypoint here, just fast travel there and make your way to that mission. As you can see, we are at the missions. Now, the reason why we do this mission, because there are 3 elites in this mission. Whether you do it on hard or normal, it doesn't matter. Just do it and you will be good to go. Just do this mission, rinse and repeat, kill all 3 elites, and you get all the mats that you need. Just rinse and repeat. Now, our final piece is going to be the Catalyst blueprint. Now this one is going to be the one that might take you the longest, but I have an easy method that I think that is very manageable that you can do to actually get them as frequently as possible. Now the way that I do this to make this easy for the grind is I go to Void Intercept Battle, and then I check out all the easy bosses like Executioner and Devourer and whatnot, whichever boss that you think is easier for you to kill. All the first few ones are very easy to kill. So let's take, for instance, Executioner. So if I go to Executioner, then I can see that 56 got the Crystallization Catalyst at 20%, and it also got the 58 with the Catalyst at 20%. If I farm those two patterns, I have a very big chance of getting the Catalyst as often as possible. So for instance, for the 56, the mission that you're gonna have to do this, if you come here to this search info, and then I'll go to hard mode, and then if we go to Kingston, you can see the Magister Lab, and here you can see that you have 56 right here. Now if you do 56, you get a chance to get 2 of them. It depends on the setup that you put in. So like for instance, normally what I do, I just say I check everything. I try to get it to like 220% or something like that. And then if you get the final score around, like for instance, let's show you. So let's say 200% for instance. And as you can see, in order for you to get this one, if you make 30,960 point as your score, it's 100% that you're gonna get 2 of those. And whenever I do this, I always get the 2. That means for 5 runs, you will get 10 of those patterns, and you get a chance to go fight Executioner 10 times. And then at this 10 time, you will get a very big chance of getting that blue point. So that's how I farm this. And you can get a team together and you go do it as fast as possible. You'll farm as many as you want, and then just go fight those bosses. And in the same region, you can also do Slumber Valley, which is where you're gonna find 58. Now, 58 is also gonna give you the blue point. So if you do the same thing that I show you for 56 and get a team together, and you get a chance to get so many of those. So you farm these 2 missions, so you're gonna get a chance to get a lot of the Catalyst blue point. Now, if you don't want 58, you can just do this one, but this one is gonna give you Activator. So for instance, if you want to do 59, which is also a very popular one, this one is only gonna give you the Energy Activator and a bunch of other things. So if you're farming for Activator, then you would do 59. So, but if you want the blueprint for the Catalyst, then you do 58. So guys, there you have it. That's how I farm for Catalyst and the materials. So if you do this on a daily basis or make it as a routine for you, for your grind, you're gonna be swimming in all those materials, and you never have to worry about getting your Catalyst whenever you get one to drop. In any case, that's all we got. Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.